Hey friends, happy Thursday and welcome in to T's Crafty Ranch. I am Terry. I am the T of T's Crafty Ranch. I'm trying to get this so my head's not cut off. But welcome into the Crafters Hive and to Crafters Premiere. Crafters Premiere Thursday. I'm so excited to be here with you, and I'm just getting that already, making sure my head's not cut off. All right, so I'm Terry. I am the T in T's Crafty Ranch. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I have a hat on today. Usually I don't, and my head is cut off. I can't figure this out. What's going on? Ugh. Okay, anyway, we're just going to start crafting. And let me turn that down. But welcome in today. So I have 45 minutes, and I forgot to see who was on after me. But if you go to the Crafters Hive, you can see who that would be. I'll look right here real quick. Who's on after me? Let's see, it will be Cottage Crafts and DIY. Teresa from Cottage Crafts and DIY. So you will definitely want to refresh your page and watch Miss Teresa and see what she has for you today. Okay, so today I have some paper bag. We are going to do some paper bag candy corns. You're probably like, oh my gosh, girl, are you just forget all the candy corns. I love crafting candy corns. And so next week, most of my week is going to be candy corn crafting. I will have lots of different things for that. But how many of you get packages from Amazon? I know you do. You get packages from Amazon, and some of those packages come in these bags like this. And I've seen people do other crafts with these bags. So that's what I have. I keep them. I've seen them turn them wrong side out or inside out and make cute little bags. I haven't done that yet, but this is what I'm crafting with today, paper bag. And you don't have to have this. You can buy craft paper. Remember back in the day when we went grocery shopping and everything came in a paper bag, and now we have plastic and plastic running out the wazoo. So I am using this scrap today to make some candy corns. I already cut out some candy corns, and I just made a pattern myself. This says pattern on it, so I just made the pattern. Hello, Simply Monarch, cute porch leaner that you just finished up making. And then I just cut 4 sets out. These can be, my thought is using them as a putting them together to make a garland. Hello, Be So Crafty. Be So Crafty is on sometime later today. I did not check her time. Using them like to make a garland. I have, I have a seasonal tree. So my plan is to hang mine on my seasonal tree. The other thing you could do is just use them as like a little bowl filler. But let's get busy crafting. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to take this, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to paint all of this yellow. And I am going to use Deco Art. Brenda Be So Crafty is on at 5:15 Eastern. So I'm just going to use some Deco Art Calmium. I need to look that up, how to say that, because I just don't even know. But I did not get paintbrushes out. That was not good. So let's get a few paint brushes out. And so we're just going to paint this. And I'm just going to paint the whole thing here. And it's going to be okay that it's not completely covered. I'm good with that. So today really is just doing some painting, and then we'll get it put together. And I'm just going back and forth here. We're going to end up, I'm just going to put the paint on here because that's so much easier. Hey Tish, welcome in my friend, and all my other friends that are watching. Some of you are silent watching. What we're doing for the month of August here at T's Crafty Ranch is if you comment, if you lasso your friends, comment, lasso, like and follow, and let me know if you lasso. Your name will be put into a wheel. I call it the Wheel of Names, and you will have an opportunity to get a little desk vacuum. And so that will go on for the whole month of August. Okay, I have this painted. Again, it looks kind of scruffy, and I'm okay with that. Thank you, Be So Crafty. I appreciate that. And we are going to do another one, orange. So let me grab the orange, and this we're going to use Spiced Pumpkin. Thank you so much, Tish. And then for today, I will put your names into the Wheel of Names. Today, if you're commenting, if you lassoed, all those things, your name will go into a Wheel of Names, and you will get some happy mail from me. I'm not going to tell you what the happy mail is. It's going to be a surprise, but you will get some happy mail from T's Crafty Ranch. So this morning, I put names from Saturday into the Wheel of Names, and I picked 2. And Amanda Carroll, and I can't remember the other one. And here's my orange. I'm going to set it right here. And then the next one we need to do is white. Now we don't need as much white, so I'm going to iron this. See if I can get the crease out of that. The crease may not come out, but we still may be able to use this. Where's my little pattern? Oh yeah. Okay, so we're going to use this, and we're going to do this one in white. This was my craft from yesterday. It says boo, y'all, and this is the reverse side. It's fall, y'all. So this piece is over at tscraftyranch.com. Okay. Hello, Moonlight Studio by Zay. Welcome to T's Crafty Ranch. So I'm going to paint this white. Sounds like I need some new white. And I got a lot. Whoa, too much. It's all right. We'll make it We'll put some back, maybe. Way too much. I don't know what on earth I was thinking. Obviously, I was not. So we're just going to paint this, and then what I'm going to do is we are going to do some decorating on these, and then I'm going to cut them out and put them together. Okay, that was messy. Oh, I maybe should have held that out. We might need that. Okay, where'd my lid go? Thank you, Joan Grimes. Welcome into Tea's Crafty Ranch. So this is not quite dry, this one, so I'm going to get my heat tool here, and we're just gonna dry these up so we can do some decorating on them. Because why would we want to just put yellow, orange, and white on there? So we are going to, I haven't really decided what we're going to do on these, but we'll figure it out. Let's get these good and dry, though. Thank you, Joan. I think I already said that for lassoing. I appreciate it. If you are not familiar with Tea's Crafty Ranch, I live in Central Texas, the Belton Temple Killeen area. I live just south of Waco and just north of Austin. The other day I had, what did I do with that? I had some little crinkle stuff. And I don't remember what I did with it. Oh, there it is. Okay. So the other day on a project, I used this. Hi, Danielle. Girlfriend, I have something I need to bring to you. I keep forgetting. So I think I'm going to use some of this today on maybe this white, on the white. So we'll get just another color and do some dotting on that. And then I think on the yellow, I'm going to get some burlap. I'm going to put some burlap on here, and I am going to grab my ruler and a sponge. Y'all, I'm just kind of winging this, and we are just going to just make some stripes. Making some stripes down the edge. Or not down the edge, but from the edge of the ruler. And it's not super, I'll show you here in just a second. Oops, let me do a little bit more. It's not anything super drastic, but just giving it something. And I'm not measuring each stripe, I'm just moving my ruler over, and I'm using the ruler to make a straight line. Not the ruler. Oh, I don't understand what you're saying. Let me see if I have enough paint on here for one more down. Okay. So we have those stripes. I don't know, Danielle. I need to figure that out, my friend. Okay. Oops. Uh-oh. Here we go. All right. So here are some stripes for that one. I'm going to move it here to let it dry. What should we do on the orange? Anybody have any ideas what we can do on the orange? I have a peach color. How about we try some peach and let me grab a dollar. Let me grab a dauber. Oh, I got it. I'm not, let me see. So let's just do some dots. And these are a little bit bigger than I had planned, but it's all good. We're gonna roll with it, right, ladies? Tell me how your Tuesday is. What you up to? Oh, black stripes like a pumpkin. That would have been a good idea, Danielle. Maybe we'll do some things similar on the white in a minute. Whoop. And I'm not super worried about them all being, I say I'm not, but look, I'm kind of making a pattern here. That's not my total intention. For this, I'm just pushing down and twisting a little bit. Push down and twist. Again, to this, the candy corn is just a pattern I drew myself. I didn't get it off of anything that I remember. Just kind of drew it myself, got it the size that I wanted, and I didn't tell you what size these were. They're probably about 5 inches. Okay, so here's our dots. I love that. And then the last one is the white. I do have some, oh, I was gonna do this, but oh, that's gonna be more dots. What do you think? Should I do this even though I have the pink dots? Because it's going to go white, orange. So we'd have dot, dot, spot. Or spot, spot, stripe. What do you think? Or I could just do checkered on this one. So A for checkered, B for dots. A for checkered, B for dots. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think while I get some stuffing. I forgot to grab the stuffing. If I can get to it. What are you thinking? What did anybody decide? Anybody decide anything? A. And I forgot what I said A was. Was it this? Joan, was it this one? We gonna use this? I can't remember. Oh my gosh, y'all. I'm losing it today. I should have done, tell me, should we do this? In the burlap, maybe? Hello. A was the checks. Okay. All right, so we'll do checks. Got it. Thanks, because I am telling you, friends. Let me grab another paintbrush. And I'm going to grab some black. So we're just going to do some checks in with the black. So all I'm going to do is just make a line, and again, it's not going to be straight. I'm just going down like this, and then we'll go across the other direction. Tell me what you think. Is this an activity, a craft that you would do for yourself? It has so many different uses, so many different things that you could use it for. Like I said, dough fillers, dough bowl fillers. Whoops, I don't know what happened there. Dough bowl fillers on a tree, or on a garland. So many options. In a tiered tray. It might even be fun to do this activity with kiddos. They could kind of do their own. All right, so here's what we have for that one. Hi, Marie. Welcome in, my friend. Okay, I have 20 minutes. So I'm going to dry this. Let's see, that one is dry and the yellow is dry. So the next thing I'm going to do is the orange goes in the middle. So I'm going to flip this over to the back, and I have my middle pattern right here. So all I'm going to do is trace and I'm just going to trace these, and then we will cut them out. As you can see, this is scrap because it has all of that there on the back, and that's okay because that's going to be on the back side. There is maybe a better way to do this, but this is how I'm doing it. So let me just go ahead, and I'm just gonna cut, I think, one out for right now because I'm looking at the time, so I can at least get one put together. Okay, there's that. And then the yellow. And again, I'm just going to go ahead and trace one. I wasn't thinking about the time, so just tracing. Do y'all see how easy this project is? So super easy. And I hope that when we finish, you will think it is so super cute. Oops, and I did not plug in my glue gun. Y'all, I have a whole hot mess in this room. I did an event on Monday, and so I was busy getting ready for it, and when I'm doing that, I just make a whole hot mess everywhere. Okay, so this is going to be here, and then this one, and now the little one. Pencil. Marie, I'm so sorry. How crazy, girl. I hope you get to feeling better. That is not fun. All right, so it's gonna go here and here and here. So I'm gonna trim this one off just a smidge. So what I want to do first is I want to Mod Podge these. Okay, I have 15 minutes. I don't usually use my finger for this. I don't know why I'm doing this. Because I like to get glue on my fingers, I guess. Reminds me of school when we got to play with Elmer's glue. And then I'm going to dry it in just a second. Just going to dry that glue on there. Ouch. And then we're going to put it on, and then we're going to get this thing put together, and we will have one made. And that means, I have to finish them this afternoon. But I cannot wait to show you the finished project. It's going to be so cool. All right. This one is going to go here on, not the bottom, in the middle. And then the top and the bottom. Just want this a little more curved. And I want some space in between these. Let me cut this one a little bit. All right, friends, here we go. And I'm just kind of trimming these off so that they look the way I want them to look. Do they have to be perfect? Absolutely not. Okay. Let me grab a piece of parchment paper. I'm going to move this up just a little. Are y'all still with me? All right, here we go. We're going to iron this on. Hopefully I'm not ironing it onto my paper on the back. All right, here is our candy corn. Now, we could definitely just stop here and poke some holes in it and do a banner, and that would work so easily, except I would want to paint the back or something, but I want it to be dimensional. So I'm actually even going to do a little more cutting on here. Well, I'm going to put it together. So what we're going to do is get our glue gun here. And I'm just going to put some glue around the edge. Oh, maybe got too much glue right there. Don't know where my little pink thing is, my pink scraper. And then, here we go, almost finished. I have 7 minutes, 8 minutes left. And then I'm just going to open this up here. Well, come on. And put some polyfill in. And then we, whoops, are going to go ahead and finish gluing along the edge like so. And then I'm just going to trim some of that off. And if there are edges that are showing that you don't like, just kind of trim around it. And here we have our little candy corn. It is a little hard to see that it is puffy, but you can definitely tell from the back that it is. But because I have 2 layers here, it's not quite as prominently puffy, I guess you would say. But then the next thing I would do is, you know, we have to have some raffia, right? Do a little bow on here. Trying to separate this. Get a little bow. Ah, come on. You cut this what do I have here? 5 minutes. Okay, let me do this little bow here. I don't really like that bow. Let me try again. Sorry, friends. I shouldn't have cut that off. It is so hard to do bows with raffia, and I need Brenda's little bow thingy bopper that she had. I need to get me one of those, Brenda. There, that's a little bit better. So put that on there. And then somewhere there's an end to this string. I just have all of my string in that little tub back there, and I just pull it. And then on the back, I'm gonna put, oops, not that. Just gonna take a little bit of this, put some glue on top, and here we go with all the strings. Okay, so here is where you have your options. Like for me, this is going to go on my seasonal tree, so I want this to be able to hang it. If you just want to put it in a dough bowl, then you can not do the string. Or like I said earlier, you wouldn't have to do the back on it and just poke a couple holes and do some string through it, and you could have a banner, which is what I might do with these other three. So there are lots of options when it comes to this, but here is our scrap fall activity, craft. Thank you, TLC. Thank you so much. Again, up after me, I've already forgotten, but you can just refresh the Crafter's Hive. And Tish, are you next, or is it Tammy? No, it's not. It's Teresa. Teresa's up after me. But anyway, here's our little craft today. And the other thing is, I made these last year or the year before. They're a little bit different. The paper is not as heavy as this paper. So this one, I probably use like paper, like lunch sacks. So they're not quite as heavy as these. So you can see a little more of the puffing. But I put these in my booth. They just 3 of them for like, I think $3. So cute little dough bowl fillers, or however you want to use them. And so I have 1 minute left. I am going to go ahead and hop off so you can head over and watch Teresa. And so thanks for watching, and stay tuned to have your name put into the wheel of names. Yes, cottage crafts and DIY. All I could think of was cottage, my brain. And I will do wheel of names this afternoon. So for some Happy Mail. So thanks guys for watching. Bye.